And so the first day of Season of Discovery is now over. My friends, I've been playing this brand new classic experience for 11 hours straight. And now, after a very long grind, it is time for me to reveal not only what the people are saying about Season of Discovery, but my thoughts on this new addition to Classic WoW as well. And of course, I'm gonna share with you guys the story of everything that has happened in the past 11 hours. From discovering new runes, to convincing someone to turn away from the evils of Satanism, to dealing with a lot of stream crashes and getting very frustrated. This is my story, my thoughts, and the community's thoughts on Season of Discovery. But first, I do have to give a quick shout out to this channel's sponsor, Zygor. It's World of Warcraft's ultimate add-on. No doubt you've heard of them. If you're looking to level faster, make more gold, get all the game's achievements, mounts, pets, it don't matter. Dude, Zygor is where it's at. And I have spoken to the Zygor team behind the scenes, and yes, they are working on a Season of Discovery version of the add-on. They just have to go out and discover all those new runes first. So go check out Zygor in the description below. The launch of Season of Discovery, as you guys are probably well aware of, was a complete, it was madness. Like, what can I say? It was absolute madness. The sheer amount of people that were diving in to play this, I think, exceeded everybody's expectations. It didn't matter what server you played on, Season of Discovery was just completely full, no matter where you decided to play. I myself chose to play on Crusader Strike over on the EU realms, and upon logging in, it was just lag. Tons of lag. But I did manage to get all my character names, thankfully, and then I engaged in about an hour and a half of desperately trying to kill mobs and finish the basic quests. At level 2 or level 3, I got my first quest to get my very first rune, Crusader Strike, a lot of fun. And from there, it just became an adventure of trying to endure the lag, eventually giving up and making my way south into the southern parts of Elwynn Forest to discover another rune before going back to Northshire Abbey and managing to finish all the quests that I had started. The chat was ablaze with people theory crafting as to where runes might be. People were all over looking for like hidden places and new NPCs and new quests that Blizzard had hidden in the game. It was wild. In Goldshire, I found NPCs like Damian Kane, who apparently wants the soul of someone wanted and someone innocent. No idea who he's talking about. Maybe Hogger, maybe the dead paladin guy that you have to revive for the paladin resurrection questline, not sure. And as I made my way into Stormwind, I found myself wandering through the city for quite a while, engaging in the rune discovery element of Season of Discovery by pretty much just wandering through the city to see what I could find. I was even down in the Stormwind Cathedral crypts, laying down in coffins, thinking that like maybe by sleeping in a coffin, this would like trigger some sort of like shadow event underneath the cathedral. Dude, like it's Season of Discovery, man. Like everything is, you know, we don't know. And so it was a lot of fun. We formed the guild that I mentioned in my previous video, the Ashen Crusade. I was a founding member. When I returned to questing, I ended up getting stuck in kobold caves for what felt like way too long. There were weird parrots and gazelles and other manner of creatures wandering around Elwynn Forest. Not sure what those guys are for, but you know, one of you guys probably know. You're gonna leave a comment down below letting us know. And while killing Murlocs, I also found this like demonic looking summoning stone shrine out in Elwynn Forest where a warlock was trying to siphon power from it or something. And, you know, being the righteous paladin that I am, I had to turn this player away from the path of Satanism, all in a day's work. I even got the pleasure of meeting the first Goldshire Hoe on Crusader Strike EU, a night elf female named Love Me. There were also other night elf females running around on the server as well, like Piss Gurgler and Piss on Me and Piss Drinker. I don't know what it is about night elf females, but they really like them some piss. I ended up discovering the Seal of Martyrdom rune. I killed gnolls, I killed Hogger. While on stream, I ventured above Ironforge and wandered through the mountains looking for new things and new discoveries that me and my community would be the first to find. And for some reason, I dealt with a lot of PC issues. After my first stream, the second stream, my computer just completely froze and crashed. And then I did another stream, and then Streamlabs OBS just completely froze and crashed after like 10 minutes in. So that was kind of my sign at that point. Like, it had been 11 hours, and I was like, yeah, maybe it's time for me to, stop playing. So, because, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning at that point. So yeah, probably should go to bed. So at that point, I called it, quits for the evening. And now I'm back. So that was my story, man. Like, there's a lot more that I could say. It was 11 hours of gameplay. So, that's just the story in brief, But what do people think? What are people thinking about Season of Discovery? Understand that SOD is kind of a gamble on Blizzard's part. Classic WoW in and of itself was a gamble. They didn't know how well it was going to do. And as we all know, Classic WoW completely blew Blizzard's expectations out of the water. TBC, Wrath of the Lich King, continued that trend. They gambled with Classic WoW Hardcore. That was a huge success. And now Blizzard is kind of gambling a bit by stepping into the Classic Plus space, Classic WoW with new content added into it. And to say that people are hyped is an understatement. I said in the beginning of the video, it didn't matter what server you decided to play on, every single one of the servers was just absolutely jam-packed. And over on the US side of things, according to Josh Greenfield over on Twitter, the amount of players that were trying to jump onto Crusader Strike US was so insanely high that the game couldn't even give you a queue. So Blizzard had to make a whole new roleplay PvP realm just to offset the sheer amount of people that were trying to play SOD on the American side of things. And over on the EU, dude, queues were like 6,000 plus players long. It was insane. It was madness. I even asked Josh over on Twitter if Blizzard behind the scenes expected this much enthusiasm and optimism for Season of Discovery, and he said no. They knew that players were optimistic about SOD from BlizzCon, but the amount of people that took an interest and decided to jump into the game and play it definitely exceeded expectations. Streamers have been enjoying it. People like SFan putting out tweets like these saying how much fun he's having playing a Paladin. I myself am playing a Paladin, and I gotta say, dude, Paladin is fantastic on SOD. I don't know about you guys and what you guys are playing, but Paladin's been great. Your average everyday World of Warcraft player is absolutely loving it, sharing their love for SOD in the trade chats, on the forums and such, in comment sections like right here on this YouTube channel. Players are theory crafting where other runes might be able to be found. Players have already created treasure hunting guilds where they're going out trying to figure out, hey, like where are all the runes located at? I think it's safe to say that Season of Discovery has been met with more positivity than anybody could have expected. Even me. I thought players would be interested in SOD because, it's Classic Plus, so people, of course, would want to play it. But I wasn't expecting this level of love for SOD, which is a pleasant surprise. But now we've arrived to the part of the video where I'm going to share with you all what I think of Season of Discovery after playing it, both the good and some suggestions. Back in 2005, I played World of Warcraft for the very first time, and it was incredible, to say the least, to fall into a new world, to not know what was around the next corner, to be wandering through Azeroth, learning my class, learning the lore, and just really taking in the adventure that WoW offers. Now, Season of Discovery hasn't brought that back entirely, right? Because granted, 95% of the game is still the same. Stormwind is still Stormwind. Dun Morrow is still Dun Morrow. But the addition of the runes and the addition of these new quest NPCs and like things to discover, whether they be new quest lines or like these events that are hidden in the world, frozen trogs, and you got to figure out how to thaw them. And apparently you need like a group of mages or warlocks to use fire spells on it. There's just so much stuff to find out in the world. Even though most things are still the same, all these new systems that have been added in, from the rune system to the supply crate system and stuff, has made the game feel like it's brought back some of that 2005 vibe for me. it's exciting to log in and to be like, dude, I wonder where the next rune is going to be. And I am intentionally avoiding any sort of guides on Wowhead or any of that garbage, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't want the experience spoiled. If I'm gonna learn where a rune is, I wanna learn it in game, talking to my guild or something like that. That's how I play WoW, at least. The rune system right now is really strong, but it just feels like they could do so much more with it. And I hope that they do more with it in season 2, season 3, and 4 of SOD. But I will say, one of the biggest criticisms that I have is the supply crate system in Season of Discovery. So supply crates are like these items that you can find out in the open world, usually from a treasure chest, and you can turn them in at a supply officer in a capital city, and they give you a reward. Now, these supply crates, if you turn them in as they are, you will get 5 silver. However, the crates will say that, hey, if you add, for example, 20 spiced wolf meat or 10 rough stone into this crate and then turn it into the supply officer, you will get an even bigger reward. Here's the problem though. Now, I don't know what you guys think about this, but when I turn in the crates like bare, like there's nothing in them, you get 5 silver. But then I take the time to go out and level my professions and stuff and max out these stupid supply crates, and I take it to the supply officer, a fully maxed out supply crate. And what do they give you? 6 silver. Just 1 silver more? Like, come on, Blizzard, at least maybe make it like, hey, you turn in the crate, you get 4 silver, and if you turn in like a full thing, maybe you get like 12 or something. I don't know. Just 1 extra silver? Like, that's kind of really my only big criticism right now. I think that's kind of that was a bit of a letdown, I admit. It was actually a very big letdown. The community has also been awesome to be a part of. It's a bunch of classic WoW Andes, but they're just busting out the memes, being silly, going out and spamming trade chat with all this ridiculous stuff. I gotta say something, by the way, during the big Lagapalooza when the server first came out, at one point the chat started lagging and there was this guy, and my friend, you were not so lucky with your timing, because now everybody knows that you're gay. The Ashen Crusade Guild that I'm a member of has been a fantastic community. They've been helping me. I've been helping them. Despite technical difficulties too, streaming for the community was so much fun, man. Season of Discovery for me has been such a breath of fresh air, and I am so excited to see where Blizzard takes it in the future. I can't wait to raid. I can't wait to do some big ass world PvP events on stream. I can't wait to stream more, or come back to streaming here on YouTube and stuff. It's just been awesome. So in conclusion, this has been a great first step for Blizzard in regards to trying out Classic Plus, seeing what people would think about it. I will make a video here soon suggesting some future content for Season of Discovery based on things that I've seen people talking about in the trade chat and some ideas that I have had. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching the video. Give it a like, and I will see you guys online.